Good. We'll wait a couple more minutes for other people to have a chance to join.
Well, I'm attempting to follow Lois's instructions. I cannot find the box that she has talked about, which isn't particularly helpful.
Might be,
the idea of having the
I think that will come
side-by-side
up
screen.
Yeah, I think that I need to share my screen for that to happen.
Okay.
You guys talk amongst yourself while I do that, and then I think Jane will be able to see what she needs. Where are we? Here we go.
I joined myself into a group. Hang on, let me get myself out.
Right, let me just see where we're at.
We don't mind having you.
I mind having me. I want to be back helping everybody else. There I am. Sorry, I slipped myself into a group. No, I'm still in the group. Oh.
God's telling you to stay. God's telling you this is the group He wants you in.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yes, he probably knows.
There's a little mark that says leave room down in the bottom right.
Thank you, Pauline.
He probably knows I'll need some help.
Neil, tell me where I'm supposed to be clicking like you did last time.
For what? Sorry, Carol.
Just so that I can get rid of all the extra bits on my slideshow.
Yes, if you come off, if you click what you're on now.
Yeah, I tried that and it didn't work. Isn't that
strange? And then if you go to F5, press F5, it should go to full screen.
F5. It's not.
Not working. Okay.
Not working. No.
If you go to View on the menu bar, if you go to View.
On the menu bar.
Yeah, up and to the right.
Yep.
Yeah. Keep going to the right. Oh, no, sorry, go back.
Yeah.
And then go to View. So it's second from the right. That's it. Keep going.
Keep going on.
Oh, it's because I can't see it because it's under Lois's bit.
Okay.
Under the
Too long, Carol.
What about?
Yeah, I know, but is it that one?
No, next one.
That one?
Your mouse.
It's blocked. As I say, it's blocked by the. Oh, hang on. I've got it.
Yeah, that's it.
I had to. Right, there we go. See if that works.
And there should be something on here.
And then there's the one that tells me to start it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
That's what was there last time.
Oh, I tell you what. Sorry, Carol. Just to the left of you, 2 along. There's slideshow. I guess it must be that. Slide master. Okay, up a bit and to the right again. Yeah.
Right.
To the right.
Oh, there, slideshow. Gee, I'm looking in the, because I'm sure it was further down the other side last. Anyway, okay, good. I somehow made myself another screen thing on there, but that should be fine.
You should be able to do from the beginning.
Yep, that's fine. Ah, wonderful. Good.
Great.
Right, let's see. So I can only see a few of you on my screen, so you'll have to just just speak out. What we're going to do this morning is I'm hoping some of you will have bought items from nature that have spoken to you, and we're going to share those together in a little bit. But I'm just going to I think we'll do it together. So where's my getting my is it that one? No, that one. Here we go. What I think it would be nice for us to do, just to focus ourselves, is to read together Psalm 65 and verses 5 to 11, because it just talks about the God of creation. So why don't we read this together and then we'll start sharing, because I can see Poppy looks like she's got something she really wants to share with us. Have you, Poppy? I hope so. Great. That's great. So we'll start together. I'll count to 3 and we'll start with people. Okay, 1, 2, 3. People all over the world and
across
across
the
distant
distant
seas,
seas,
trust in
trust
you. You set the mountains in place by your strength, showing your mighty power. You calm the roar of the
seas
and the noise of the waves. You calm the uproar of peoples. The whole world stands in awe of the great things you have done. Your deeds bring shouts of joy from one end of the earth to the other. And then we need the next page. You show your care for the land by sending rain. You make it rich and fertile. You fill the stream with water. You provide the earth with crops. This is how you do it. You send abundant rain on the plowed fields and soak them with water. You soften the soil with showers and cause young plants to grow. What a rich harvest your goodness provides. Wherever you go, there is plenty. The pastures are filled with flocks. The hillsides are full of joy. The fields are covered with sheep. The valleys are full of wheat. Everything shouts and sings with joy. Great. Amen. Okay, so let's let me see. I think for this bit I might come out of the sharing, because actually it's going to be very difficult otherwise to see what everybody is showing us. So I think if somebody would like to start by sharing with us something that they've bought. I'm going to ask Poppy first, I think, because she looks like she'd like to be first.
Not wholly from nature, just so you know.
That's fine. Oh my goodness. And who is this, Poppy?
My new baby doll.
And has your baby doll got a name?
Coco.
Coco, that's a great name. And why have you bought Coco this morning to show us?
Because she has ponytails.
She has ponytails. So she has beautiful hair. She is lovely, isn't she? Yeah. And does she sleep with you in your bed at night? I thought she might. So she's very, very special. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, great.
She sucks her thumb.
Does she? Oh, show us.
Oh, that's clever.
That is clever.
It can't really stay in very well.
Oh, I see.
Give it a little shove. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, it,
No, just gentle, just gentle.
And she has a dummy to suck.
does she? So she's a proper baby doll, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Wow, she's lovely. Does anybody want to ask Poppy anything about her doll, Coco?
I do.
Oh, good. Come along.
Poppy, have you got lots of different clothes for her? No, so your granny didn't make you any for this doll?
No, well, not yet, because this doll only arrived on Friday, but she's already got it on her list to ask Granny to make it some other clothes.
Good. Well done.
Oh, Granny's there. Oh,
I was going to say, Granny there.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Okay, thank
Can
you,
you lift
Poppy.
up Coco so we can see her clothes? Oh, lovely.
But
Lovely
Poppy
dress.
decided she needed a going to bed outfit, so that's why she needed Granny.
Yeah, definitely.
Remy wants to ask a question.
I found a baby t-shirt that's for teddy bears that it was a bit big on her, so I thought I would try it as a nightie.
Very good idea.
Remy would like to know if you can take her ponytails out and if her hair can come down and be sort of wild and free.
Can you?
I can take her hair out.
Absolutely, it can be wild and free, Remy. In fact, it's only just been put back, ready for church, so she looks smart.
Yeah, and she does look very smart. That's lovely. Thank you,
Took
Poppy.
it out yesterday because I wanted her to be comfortable last night.
Excellent. Yeah, comfort's very important, isn't it? Good. Okay, thank you for bringing Coco, Poppy. Let's see if anybody else has bought something they'd like to show us. Oh, let me see. I actually can't see many of you, so you might have to speak out.
I've got something, but I don't know whether Bruce has got something. Have you got
Have
something,
you got
Bruce?
something, Bruce?
Yeah.
Yes, go on then, you show us, and then Ali can go next.
She's just gone to find it. Where is she? Would you like to say hello to? There you go.
Hello, Phoebe. You can see your ear. Oh, there she is. Hello, Phoebe.
Hi, Phoebe.
Looking good.
How's Bruce doing in his attempt? Oh, well done, Bruce. Oh my goodness. What have you got, Bruce?
My pussycat.
Your pussycat?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So what are you gonna tell us something about your pussycat? Except you're on mute now.
That was Phoebe. Sorry. What would you like to say about Pussycat? Soft and cuddly.
Soft and cuddly. Ah.
And if we can take you for a walk, Bruce has got something else to show that he planted with Daddy last week. What are they, Daddy?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
That was very
goodness.
well.
You've got a lot of tomato plants there, Bruce.
Do you like tomatoes, Bruce?
I think that's Bruce's lot.
All right, jolly good, jolly good. Thank you, Bruce. That was really great. Ali, did you want to share something with us?
Oh, well, I just wanted to talk about the sea because I absolutely love the sea. I'm passionate about it. And I was thinking about all the things about the sea that make me think of God. So the fact that it's completely massive and vast. Other words were like awesome and powerful. But then I was thinking that it's relentless. You know, you can't control it. You can't stop the tides. And God's love is like that. And I love the fact that man can't control it. I love the fact that we can't stop the sea coming in. I love the fact that when you're in the water, it makes you feel really clean. And I love the fact that when I swim, it holds me up and supports me. And it's beautiful. And the best thing about the sea is it's much bigger than me. So I've got a picture somewhere, if I can try and share my picture, because the sea makes me always want to paint it, or nah, it's not going to let me do that. I'll show you on my camera instead. It makes me want to be quite creative. So my latest thing is weaving. So I've got these two weaves here. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them?
Yeah, we can see them.
So they're both inspired by the sea. There you go. My
I think
moment.
we can see that, all those lovely sea colours in there. That's really lovely. Thank you. Did anybody else have something they'd like to share with us that helps them to see God in the world around them?
Can you show them, or are you just going to pout?
Oh, have you got something to show us, Remy?
Come on then. I'll do a bit closer.
Oh,
Frog.
You get this frog as well. There you go, hold him up a bit.
Oh my goodness, that's another
oh,
lovely
he's
frog.
lovely. Look
He's
at that.
gorgeous. I love the lights.
And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's great.
Oh. Remy, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Have you got any tadpoles at the moment?
No.
Oh, my Joseph has got tadpoles. And I always think that's another thing where you can see God. Isn't it amazing that tadpoles turn into frogs? I just think that's incredible. I mean, who could have thought it? Who could have made it happen?
The slimy goo.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We're going to have some tadpoles soon, hopefully, aren't we? We're waiting for more frogs to land in Pauline's pond.
Oh,
Remy, you'll have to come up and get some frog spawn because I've got some.
Oh, good. We need to go and take a tub.
Because we kept tadpoles.
Yeah, thank
They
you.
turned to frogs, didn't they?
I want to tell something else to you. I like this frog
Why do you like him, Remy?
because it can go like this. Do that.
He jumps.
Yeah.
Mm.
Froggy, don't run away from it.
oh, Remy, you're so like my grandson. I do love you.
Good. She gone, yeah. Can we ask somebody else now if they've got something to show us, Remy?
I've got a picture of a butterfly that we hatched last year.
Oh, wow.
We had a kit delivered with little eggs in, and we watched the caterpillars go through to the butterflies. And we enjoyed it so much, we had 2 lots.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But this year we've gone into stick insects.
Oh,
You've gone into them. They're not even proper pets. They're insects.
have you got them yet? Can you show us? I love stick insects.
We've got one, but
I've got one, I've got some eggs.
Oh, I used to have stick insects. It was really exciting.
Yeah, I think they are, Harvey doesn't. And then I've ordered ants to do an ant farm.
They're not pets.
I can see.
He's going to bring them. He's just getting them. Give him a chance.
Ah, here he is.
There he is. Right there.
No, he's literally up in the corner.
Don't you dare get it out. I don't like it. I don't like them being around me.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And look, he's crawling on her hand. Look, can you see?
Yeah.
It's a walking stick.
Oh, he's already had you.
Stop him. I don't like.
He's a bit scared of it, yeah.
I don't like insects.
It's quite big, isn't it?
And what they find fascinating is they come as little dots in boxes and then they grow. And then we
Is he
release.
away? Good.
He's
Thank
gone.
you. Don't get him out again.
And then you release. That's what God does to us. He sees us as a little speck and then he develops us into bigger, beautiful things.
Lovely, that's great. Has anybody else got something they'd like to show and share?
Oh, Phil has. She's got a hand up.
I'm not sure whether Phil's got a hand up because she wants to tell us something, or whether she's got a hand up because she liked Remy's frog.
Oh.
Carol, just a quick one if no one else has got anything.
Yeah.
One of my favourite memories of lockdown from last year was I took Charlie and Harriet up to Scotland, and we did quite a decent amount of cycling. One of the places we went to was we cycled through Rannoch Moor and Glencoe, and I don't know whether any of you have been to Glencoe, but it's quite a lovely sort of downhill in these incredible environments. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see, but this is a quick photo of the bottom of Glencoe, and right the way down, just before we started going down the hill, there was I sort of stopped at the side of quite a busy road, and I sort of said to Charlie and Harriet, no, you need to remember the Bible verse about I lift my eyes up to the mountains, where does my hope come from? And I think that was the sort of theme of that part of that whole the whole sort of cycling trip in these incredible highlands was sort of looking up to the mountains and fresh air and amazing company, and yeah, it was it's a really memorable part of last year.
Yeah.
Look back on, and it's very good.
Absolutely. Well, I can only imagine that, but yeah, it's great. It reminds me of a story actually that my sister will tell. And we lived at the top of a very steep hill when I was a little girl, and my sister kept asking God, "Are you real, God? Are you real, God?" And so she told me this many years later. She'd gone to the top of the hill one day and said, "Right, I'm going to ride down here with my eyes closed, and if I get to the bottom, then I'll know that there is a God." And so she did. And so she did this, and of course she got to the bottom and fell off her bike. Well, I don't even think she got quite to the bottom of the hill, 3/4 of the way down. But she had to admit that there was a God, because not a car came past, and so she wasn't run over. But also she was actually, well, you know, she was able just to get up and walk away at the bottom. But I just think that is the craziest way of trying to prove that there is a God, don't you?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Good. I'm sure there are other people who've got things that they'd like to show us. Oh, Remy's got something else. Oh, Pauline's got something too. Let's look at Pauline's, Remy, and then we can.
Those of you who know me know my love affair with camels. And you know, they always amaze me the way God has prepared them, made them so that they can live in the desert. They've got thick horny lips so they can eat from thorn trees. They've got huge flat feet, which means they can walk in sand where human cars get all bogged down. And they're the only animal that is able to live in the desert. And it's just a reminder that even if we find ourselves in difficult circumstances, God made us so that we can survive in that, and he will provide what we need. And so that's why I love camels, and why they speak to me of God and the beauty of creation made specially for the desert.
And that's a very good thing for us to remember, isn't it? That, you know, God makes us for the place that he puts us as well. It's not, and we're very different to each other, but those are the giftings that God has put into us. Yeah, so thank you for that, Pauline. Is anybody else wanting to? Oh, Remy's got something else for us.
I have also got Jane's photos, so if you want, when you want to share, Jane, let me know, because I can share your photos.
Right, okay.
And have you got some from Emma as well?
Yes, I have.
Excellent. Okay, we'll look at those in a moment. Okay, what are you showing us, Remy?
Just hold it a little bit closer.
Yeah, hold it. Oh, and that looks to me like a person. Is it, Remy?
Yeah.
What sort of a person?
Granny.
Granny. Okay, lovely. And why are you showing us Granny?
Because I like playing with it.
Oh, lovely. And what does Granny do when she plays, when you play with her?
Look. Another person.
Oh, you got lots of people.
A giraffe.
Yeah. What's special about a giraffe?
Because I want to have one.
Really long neck. Oh, yeah, Remy would like one for her pet.
Okay.
She's often said at the zoo she wants to bring one home, but we've not found a way to transport it.
Oh,
Another kid.
Another kid.
And then a ribbit frog.
And the frog. Very good. Shall we, Remy, do you think we should ask Mummy if we could have a look at maybe, shall we do Jane's photos? Because I think you could be here for a long time showing us all your toys.
Yes. Yeah. Can I tell you something about this Granny though that speaks to me about God?
Yeah, please
Granny
do.
and her feet. They're lovely, aren't they? They're very pretty. She's got little shoes on. Now, Granny is a perfect example of what happens in our house on a daily, weekly basis when the toy gets left on the floor and it gets found in a semi-chewed state by the puppy. And Granny's foot got completely eaten entirely, and Granny only had one foot, and so she had to hop. We discussed how that can sometimes happen, but Remy was so sad that Daddy fixed her foot. And you can see it actually, Monty's got it again and actually chewed it again. So you can see he's made this foot out of cardboard and glue and wood glue, and he's put all the pieces he could find back on it. And then he's lovingly repainted both feet so they match and painted little flower decorations on them.
Very impressive.
The other feet are plain, they're very boring, but this one has loving little shoes. And it's amazing to me because the number of things that Dav has lovingly pieced together. We have a little family joke, and it sounds like it's at your expense, Pauline, and it's not. Pauline gave Dav 10 tubes of super glue for Christmas. And at the time, we thought it was quite amusing. But we've actually been working our way through the 10 tubes of super glue, because every time the dog eats something, we work through the tube of super glue. And I think it says something about the love of God to me, seeing the love of Dad has for his daughter, that he's willing to spend hours lovingly piecing together her dog-chewed toys. And sometimes she's not as great as she might be. Sometimes they're not quite right. And yet he still goes to that effort. And I do think there's something about the love of God for us, his creations, in that care that speaks to me. And I see the dog chewed toy.
Excellent. Yes, that's so true, isn't it? Good.
Now I'm just going to get the picture ready on the background, and then I will share. Hang on. Jane's picture. It will be in a minute.
Oh, bless you.
There's one of them. Which one would you like first, Jane?
The mountain.
Yeah, okay, that's convenient. That's the one I've got there.
Oh, that's good. Well, actually, it ties in a little bit with what Neil's already said, and also what Ali said as well, because to me, mountains are so vast and amazing that
wow.
They fit in all those big, enormous words, those superfluous kind of words that we use. And I never think pictures do mountains justice, because you need to actually be there as a small person looking up at it, really. And it's all those big words of huge, marvelous, amazing, magnificent, that we also refer to God as. And I love mountains, and we eventually took our children to the mountains, going to Austria. And a little story I will tell you is when we drove down through, because we've always driven, we drove down through Bavaria, the ground gradually starts to get higher. And okay, there are mountains in this country, Neil, Scotland and Wales, but these are, a bit beyond. And the ground gradually rises and rises either side of you. And the kids were kind of, wow, this is what mountains really are, because they are huge, they are massive. And yeah, I just love them. So that's the vastness of God, and it's contrast with the other picture, really, if Sarah's got that one ready. Because mountains are so huge and magnificent and powerful and all the rest of it, whereas and something big and impressive, whereas this is a much smaller thing. And I think it reminds us that God sort of is there in the big things, but he's also there in the small things as well. Waiting very patiently for a picture of a beautiful butterfly should pop up any minute, I hope. And it's just the detail and beauty of it. It's not that fantastic a photograph. If you've got some of Emma's, then hers are going to be much better. But it's just the detail that there is in something as small as a butterfly that is only alive for a couple of weeks, and yet God bothered to put all that detail and magnificence into a small creature. And you've got the contrast in mountains that are kind of around for millions of years and are huge, and you've got that detail in the small butterflies and other insects as well that are only momentary really in time. And it's just something that reminds me of how God values us as well. That's my bit.
Excellent, thank you. Can we have a look at some of Emma's photos now, Sarah, please?
Right, I'm just trying to figure out, what can you see on your screen now? Is it still Jane's butterfly? Okay,
Yes,
fine.
Jane's butterfly.
Stop, I've got to seem to stop sharing and start sharing again, which sort of makes sense. Right, I'm gonna see if it will let me flick through. So she sent quite a few pictures of flowers and beasts. I like this one in particular, but I imagine some people look at this and think, ew. I had an infestation of these in my garden.
What is that? Go back.
Go back. Hang on. Right, that one is grub.
A
That's
grub.
what one of them for.
Yeah. Ooh. And
Whose are them?
these are Emma's pictures.
But when Emma's not talking about them.
No, Emma wasn't able to come today, Remy.
And I think that is what that little grub turns into.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's Jane.
Leaf. Beach. I like going to the beach.
Me too.
What a beak. Oh, that looks really slow. Looks really slow.
That flower looks really soft as well. That looks as furry as the cat.
Yeah.
Why Emma can't come in today? Look.
Ooh.
What have you been doing?
Just sitting.
Oh wow. Why not took a picture of them leaves?
They're pretty cool, aren't they? Colours.
Oh wow. 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 That's pretty cool. Then I took a picture of that one and the purple.
Daffodil. Looked like a daffodil was.
Look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look. Hey, look.
I like the way the water droplets sit on that one.
They're nearly dead. Our flowers we picked nearly are dead. Oh, I like that pink one.
Isn't it? Very pink.
Wow.
Oh, and then we're back to Jane's Mountain.
Thank you. Gosh, weren't those amazing photos of the detail of the way that God puts everything together? Yeah, just amazing. So has anybody got any reflections they'd like to make on those?
I just thought with James talking about looking up at the mountains, I can imagine, I think of when we went to the Blue Mountains and the boys looked down, they had that amazement of how high up we were. And they say, you say the Blue Mountains and you see green, but when you're up there, you can actually see the blue haze coming up. And I just thought that was an amazing way of looking at it from a different angle to Jane. And you don't realise how you're driving up and you don't realise how you are up until you look over. It was just amazing.
Yeah, good. I'm very disappointed that Daisy's not here with her snake, Queenie. That would have been fun.
I can request her to get it if you'd like.
Would you like to see Queenie?
Yes.
Be lovely.
Well, while she's going, I'll show you my little thought. We've got a few. We're just taking the dog out because he can't mix. But if I can show you this, my little thought. That's my little bird table. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna switch you back. But I love looking at my bird table. We've got snakes, we've got a dog, we've got rabbits, but I love my bird table because even when the sparrows just sit and nibble away, it just reminds me that God looks after them, and if we look after them, he'll look after us. So we can be in the most serious conversation. I'm like, oh, there's a robin, oh, there's a bird. And I just love the bird table because it's just so simple, but yet powerful for me. So yeah, I that's something that just really, I think I had it years ago, and I think I was pregnant with Callum, and I was worried about how am I going to give up work and have the children, and I was looking at the patio doors in my old house, and I saw these birds out there, and God really spoke. And I think since then it's just been a real thing that I've held on to go, yeah, he will look after me. It might be simple, not extravagant, but he gives me what I need. So yeah, the snake is coming.
Excellent. Does anybody else have a little thought they'd like to share with us while we're waiting for Queenie to appear?
I've got a little something that ties in quite nicely with a lot of Emma's photos. Seeing those teeny tiny patterns and details in nature. Can you see what that is?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So that's from a beehive. And I just think it's absolutely crazily stunning that these teeny tiny little creatures can do that. They haven't studied engineering. I couldn't draw it perfectly with a ruler and a pencil, and that each and every time it's perfect, and they all work together, and just that happens. And spiders' webs and those cactus flowers and the inside of a shell is just so engineered and perfectly designed. There's been meticulous care taken in that, and the instincts of all these creatures that can build things that we have to study for years to work out how to do it.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you, Katie.
She's here.
So, Daisy, what have you got to show us?
Lift it up. Wait, hold on. Her face.
Oh, look.
Oh, wow.
Is it a corn snake?
It's a house snake. Yeah.
House snake.
Yeah, African house snake. She's nearly 4 foot long when she unravels.
Wow.
Long.
Oh.
But she's very lovely.
Very pretty.
I like snakes.
Really cute eyes.
Why did you decide to call her Queenie, Daisy?
Sorry?
Why have you called her Queenie?
Callum suggested it, and I just really like the name. And like,
what does she eat?
A mice once a week. That's what you'll
Yeah.
find.
Not fond of that idea, Poppy.
That's what you find in our
Eats mice.
He prefers a mice. Show her that round your hand. There you go, look.
Oh, wow. And what does she feel like?
Lots of people think snakes are slimy, but they're not. They're just, I don't know how to describe her really. She's just very smooth. Yeah, she's very smooth.
Yeah, I can remember the first time I touched a snake. I was in Australia as a quite a young person. Yeah. It was just not what I expected. It was the most beautiful silky feeling. Yeah, not like not slimy, not scaly, but just very.
No. Yeah, she's not scaly. That surprises me because we always talk about the scales, and even though she has got scales, they don't feel like scales. It's sort of. It took me a while to touch her first, and then she's fine now. Yeah, it's like nature watch. But when we turn the light off at night, it's like nature watching Daisy's room, because then when she comes out, so we all just sit around in Daisy's room watching her in the dark. Actually, one other night I watched her shed. Oh yeah, which was quite amazing, really. Watching her shed her skin, it was really good, wasn't it?
Wow.
How often does she do that?
So
it hurts.
Yeah, that was
on
how
your
I
hand.
said
It hurts on your hand.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
No, go.
It hurts when her wraps around your hand.
It doesn't hurt.
Does it hurt?
No.
She's very gentle.
One day,
Yes,
Remy,
it's very
you can come and have a hold when you're allowed.
Yay.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Sounds fun. Okay, we've got about 3 minutes left, and I've asked Harriet, and I'm not sure whether she's getting help or not, to read for us Psalm 8. And Psalm 8's got a bit of a refrain in it. Harriet's going to read it through once, and then we're going to do it through together again. And when on the second time, I want everybody to join in with these words. So if you listen the first time, when we do it the second time, you'll be able to join in. O Lord, our Lord, your greatness is seen in all the world. You got that? We'll just do the best we can. Okay. This time I just want you to listen to Harriet and maybe Charlie, I don't know, but definitely to Harriet, and just use this as a bit of a prep.
And me.
And you're good, lovely, thanks. That's great. Okay, over to you, Harriet. You can start off. So this is Psalm 8. So let's just listen and think about this.
Oh Lord, your greatness has been seen in all the world.
Your praise reaches up to the heavens. It is sung by children and babies. You are safe and secure from all your enemies. You stop anyone who opposes you. When I look at the sky which you have made, at the moon and the stars which you have set in their places, what are human beings? What you think of them, mere mortals, that you care for them?
Oh Lord, your greatness has been seen in all the world.
Yet you made them inferior only to yourself. You crowned them with glory and honor. You appointed them rulers over everything you've made. You placed them over all creation, sheep and cattle, and the wild animals too, the birds and the fish, and the creatures in the sea.
Oh Lord, your greatness has been seen in all the world.
Amen. That's great. I think we've only got just under a minute left, so we've timed this perfectly. Let's just ask Poppy to lead us, and we can all join in with her when she does. Oh Lord, your greatness is seen in all the world. So can you lead us, Poppy, and we'll all join in with you, and we'll say thank you to God by using those words.
Oh Lord, your greatness is seen in all the world.
Lovely. Let's do it one more time, Poppy, and then I think our time will be up. Go on then.
Oh Lord, your greatness has been in all the world.
And let's all say a great big amen together, because we all agree, don't we? We've got
Amen.
That's it. Thank you all. We're going to be taken any minute now. And we'll see. We've got half a minute, I think, but we'll see you in the other room, in the main bit of Zoom, and we're going to play together in some songs. Bye. Thank you.